Hello, friends. Me again, Terry. Um, Today is January 20th, 2026, the year anniversary of when the usurper laid his hand on a Bible and lied. And I had wanted to get this video out in the morning, but found myself overwhelmed with trying to get a grasp on what's taking place just today, what took place in the overnight. And I had thought in this video I would do a recap of what the last year has been, but nobody wants to hear that crap. It's bad, and it's getting worse, right? So I want to do something here that is brutally honest. The person who holds the title of the President of the United States currently is a traitor and committing treason. He is a usurper. Furthermore, very sadly, we have to recognize that there are maybe 20% of the country right now who are completely on board with this. This was what they wanted all along. They have always hated democracy. They have always hated everyone. Hate is all they feel. And if you know anything about the emotion of hate, you know that it is a secondary emotion. The root of it is fear. So these men are men that are driven by fear. And these men are also individuals who, for whatever reason, stopped growing emotionally, spiritually, cognitively, psychologically at about the age of 5 to 8. They are baby men. The person called the President of the United States is an individual that has the temperament of a toddler. He is simply filled with need and want. He cannot grasp the pronoun we. He is stuck at the pronoun I. And there are a lot of men like that. And they come together in a group that they call us. But it is not we. It is only a group of I's coming together to oppose everyone they hate. The others, which is anyone that wants to say that democracy is good and fascism is bad and equality is good and dictatorship is bad. So here we are, you're on it and into this slow-rolling coup. And that's what it is. We are not actually a constitutional nation right now. There's no enforcement mechanism. For the emoluments clause of the Constitution alone, he should not be in office. He should have never been in office. He is a traitor. And unfortunately, there are many people in this society, our nation, many men who are in a state of mental illness. So, I've said previously in almost every video I've made that we are making it through this. The process of our radical rededication to democracy is underway. You know, you don't realize what you have until you lose it, right? And now people are starting to see, oh my gosh, we are losing it. They're snatching people off the streets just because. They're keeping lists of people to go after. If you consider that the total population of the United States is 330 million people, and that together we all form one big body, we're all cells in that, you have to understand that right now within that body there is a sickness of hate based on fear. It is a cancer. And for any of you who have any dealings with cancer, you know that you don't take cancer to court. You don't try to bargain with cancer. You take a medicine that may well kill you. If you've had any experience yourself with cancer or know anyone with cancer, you know that the cure for it is brutal. You have to take out those cells. Now, I'm speaking in metaphors here, but you all know what I'm saying. We're going to come through this, but coming through this is going to be tough, and we all need to steel ourselves for that. And once we do get through this and get to the process of radically restoring democracy in this country, justice will need to be served. And the process of getting that radical restoration, getting the hands of the government back into the control of the people, that's going to require a lot of loss. This is not going to be easy. Look to history. This will not be easy. They will not give up their power that they have seized. They do not believe in cooperation. They do not believe in negotiation. They do not believe in anything but might equals right. They have no morality. They have no religion. Their God is money. They are liars, hypocrites, and little baby men ruled by fear. Many times often with, curiously, a closeted homosexuality. Or worse, very bad people. The exact opposite of what the usurper constantly says that he chooses. He chooses only the finest, only the best. And again and again and again and again and again we see these are the worst examples of humanity. They lack humanity. They lack empathy. They lack sympathy. They lack love. Now, one of the benefits of this moment, in any crisis that you've gone through in your life, you know that there are lessons you can draw. And part of the process of healing, of going forward after a tragedy or a horrible event in life, is that you have to do that. You have to accept in the process of going forward from a tragedy that you need to take stock of how you got there. Well, we got here because our Constitution failed. There was no mechanisms to stop what has taken place. There was every mechanism within the Constitution to allow for abuse. And so here we are. As I've said, since the first video, I encourage people to speak out because silence will not save you. And for your own self, you need to be on record. For myself, I've concluded that I'm doing these things as kind of a journal for myself, so that I don't forget, so that I don't lose track, so that it's absolutely clear to everyone in the future, everyone in the world where I stand. I'm pro-democracy, anti-fascism. Plain and simple. We have a quasi-dictator in this country right now. Unhinged. And the next in line is not any better. Maybe worse in a way. So as we mark this day, as I marked this morning, taking stock of things, I just want to encourage people within themselves to think about the after. And not just do it in silence, but to get vocal about it. Because it's going to be all hands on deck for a long time to recover from this period of our history. And to get about the real process of creating a more perfect union. Go carefully, friends.